a safe outcome for the American people, getting the American people and our economy back to work, not on these sort of gossip raggy things.
Okay, so let's get then to a question that the president says is very important to answer, which is where did this virus begin? How, did it come out of a Wuhan lab or not? That's what the president says, that he's got the intelligence community trying to get to the bottom of it. So, quick question. Your colleague in the cabinet, the Secretary of State Mike Pompeo, says that there's growing evidence that it did come from the Wuhan lab, and then your colleague, Dr. Fauci, on the task force is saying he doesn't see the scientific evidence to back that up. Who's right, Dr. Fauci or Secretary Pompeo?
Well, I don't think there's a distinction between them. Of course, Secretary Pompeo has access to information that Dr. Fauci may not have, but so there's not necessarily a difference of opinion there. It is vital that we get to the bottoms of the origins of this virus. I and Dr. Fauci and the rest of our team have been very focused on that question since the early days. Let me be clear. China can resolve this. China could be transparent and collaborative. China could share the initial viral isolates, the initial viral sequencing. They could tell us what they know about patient 1. They could be transparent, and if they wanted to, they could resolve these issues. Until that time, the rest of us have to keep investigating because it is critical that we know how this virus came to be.
Mr. Secretary, I just have one follow-up question to that. However, you have the World Health Organization saying that if the United States intelligence community has evidence that this came from that Wuhan lab, share it with us. Otherwise, it is just speculative at this point. So does the United States have an obligation to share whatever information or evidence that they have with the World Health Organization?
We will at the appropriate time. We're continuing to investigate these matters. But, the World Health Organization has been apologizing for China's conduct throughout, even as it has been absolutely clear that China has not been transparent, has not been cooperative. I offered to send CDC officials to China back on January the 4th, and it took a month and a half before the World Health Organization finally deployed a team there to China to get critical information. If China had opened up and if the World Health Organization had done its job in January, we would have known more about the asymptomatic transmission of this virus. We would have known more about how rapidly it spreads to other individuals. We would have known more about the origins of this virus. Because China failed to be transparent, because it failed to be cooperative, and because the World Health Organization failed to do its job, we and the entire world community were placed at a detriment.
All right, Secretary Alex Azar, we certainly appreciate your time today. Thanks for coming on, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Secretary.
In the meantime, Fox News Alert, New York State now reporting more than 1,700 undisclosed deaths at nursing homes and adult care facilities from the coronavirus. That's according to the Associated